The Dallas Cowboys are trending online this morning. Why, you ask? Well, because they're planning to play games in front of fans this year. So how will that look? And will the Vikings follow suit? We don't know yet, but it definitely has a lot of people talking this morning. In a video conference yesterday with reporters, Cowboys owner Jerry Jones said AT&T Stadium has naturally built airflow that can help keep fans safe. Now, the team doesn't have a number of fans in mind just yet, but they're going to be following any local or state safety guidelines. Meanwhile, the newly renamed Washington football team say they will not start the season with fans in attendance. Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints also say they'll be playing in an empty stadium in their home opener against Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. NFL reporter Charles Robinson said some NFL teams like the Cowboys, Chiefs, and Patriots are talking about having pod system in their attendance. He explains as clusters of masked people spread throughout the stadium. There's no word as to what our Minnesota Vikings are going to do in terms of fans in the stands. They have been busy gearing up for their border battle matchup with the Packers on September 13th. Looking forward to that matchup. Now, even if we don't have fans inside US Bank Stadium this year, lawmakers actually gave the team permission to sell alcohol in Commons Park, which is the park just in front of US Bank Stadium. No official specifics have been announced as to how that might look, but I want to hear from our Sunrisers this morning. Should fans be in stands at NFL games this year? Send me a text, 763-797-7215. We've already been getting a few opinions this morning, but I love reading what our Sunrisers have to say, Gia.
Yeah, strong ones too. I mean, some fans are just diehard football fans, so they're going to go no matter what. So, yeah, thanks for sharing that, and thanks for sharing our Sunrisers. All right, let's